Hello, Samahan. This is Mark. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm not seeing you. You know what I mean. So, this is day 2 of the new MoRandom topics, and I really have nothing to talk about. I thought maybe I would discuss a little bit about what I'm working on right now and sort of the things I'm trying to get done. Maybe that'll help me narrow in my focus a little bit on what I wanted to share with everyone. Again, this is just about the habit of doing this. Build the habit and then narrow the focus. Right now I have a few projects that I'm trying to work on. And I mentioned a few of these before. I have the language learning project, and that's to learn Norwegian. I have the my job, which is web design for a company. I'm also going to start teaching at the University of Hawaii West Oahu, a web design class. So I need to focus on getting my curriculum ready for that and building out the materials for that class. I also have to finish up a website for the school, for the ACM, that I'm a little behind on. A few personal projects as well, continuing to sort of minimize and downsize my things. And I've actually done pretty well. I mean, you should see my closet. It's like, I have 4 shirts, 6 pairs of underwear, 6 pairs of socks, 1 pair of shorts, some sleeping clothes, 1 pair of jeans. So I'm like way down to like the bare minimums here. I also would like to get back into playing ukulele more. That's a sort of a back seat to my main priorities, which are work. And I have health things that I'd like to work on as well. Eat better, exercise more, get rid of some of this joint inflammation that I have in my body. And I know how to do all that, it's just a matter of doing it. So the methodology of it isn't the challenge, it's the consistency, which has always been my challenge in my entire life. I think a lot of us suffer from being challenged by staying consistent to the things that we know we need to do. It's less about willpower, really. It's just about having those habits, those routines in place where you can get those things done. So a lot of what I'm working on right now is just to build those habits and those consistent routines to work towards those things that I want to work towards. And I think a lot of it isn't about complicating the issues. I mean, you can get really complicated, like I'm going to do this calorie thing, and I'm going to do this exercise routine, I'm going to do this sort of thing. But I mean, just go for a walk once a day, ride a bike, do some push-ups and sit-ups, nothing major, do a little Tai Chi maybe in the morning. It isn't about creating a crazy game plan. It's about just doing something every day. Consistent behavior. And simplifying it so that it's dirt simple. Simplifying it so that it's dirt simple. Yeah, that makes sense. So keeping it simple, keeping the routine easy, keeping nutrition simple, eat more vegetables, eat less crap. It's very simple. That we all tend to complicate, or at least I do, and I tend to over systematize things or create more robust systems than really it needs to be. The modern world is full of extremes of complexity that aren't necessary. Technology, social media, internet, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Just keeping to the core fundamentals. What does that mean for health and fitness? For health and fitness, it means eating well, eating right, not snacking all the time, keeping the carbs down and the vegetables high. Technically, a vegetable is a carbohydrate, I realize, but you know what I mean. Eating good stuff, not eating bad stuff. Moving more than not moving. Sleeping a lot more than not sleeping. Reducing stress in your life. Being able to say no to things that take away from the things that are important. Focusing on the essential. And so I think a lot of what at least these videos and this channel will be about for me is exploring ways that I can do that, exploring ways that I can focus on what's essential and what's important, trying to analyze and understand for myself what those fundamental, simple aspects of life are that allow us to be our best selves and work towards that goal. That's it for today. I think that's enough. It's really just a ramble of random brain thoughts. And one thing I wanted to say is I don't really have any intention of, if you want to subscribe to this, whatever this is, that's wonderful. I know there's a lot of people who subscribe to this channel because of the Spanish language video. I was studying Spanish language, 4 years ago for the summer. And for some reason, one video that I did with a Skype lesson on my 16th day of learning Spanish just has ridiculous amounts of views on it, and I have no idea why. But a lot of people subscribe because of that video. And I still get questions about, hey, have you been still keeping up with your Spanish? How's your Spanish going? Honestly, I was just a short-term project that I had that summer when I was traveling around, so I didn't really keep up with it. I'd say my Spanish is probably the same level it was back then. Yo quiero estudiar español, pero mi trabajo es muy ocupado. Actualmente es muy ocupado, entonces no tengo mucho tiempo para estudiar. So, as you can tell, because my Spanish is horrible. But it's a beautiful language. Someday I'll go back and visit that language for sure. But right now, Norwegian is my focus on language learning. I'm sure some people are like, why Norwegian? That's like such a random language, and it has such a small population of people who speak it. But Norway is actually really interesting to me, and I'll get into more details about why in another video in the future. If you want to hear about that, let me know. Why Norwegian? That's a good topic. Again, I'm going to create a video about how I'm doing it, which is different than how I used to do things. There's a lot of things I'm going to create videos on now. See, now I'm coming up with topic ideas, so that's great. That's enough for today. Try to keep my talking under 10 minutes so that the actual edited video with all the jump cuts compresses down to like 7 minutes. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, be happy, be good, and I will see you guys tomorrow. That's it. Ha det bra. Bye.